How's that? Is that better? Thank you, guys.
I know, we're so amazing.
Inside. How's that? Is that better? Thank you, guys.
I know, we're so amazing.
Inside. All right. Sorry about that. All right. Good. Hopefully you can hear me now. That's much better. All right. Good. Good. All right. So let me repeat what I was saying because a lot of you don't read lips. Wolf Mule, thank you for the donation. And tonight's topic, obviously, is more lockdowns because we're seeing. I don't say what we're seeing, but we're hearing more stupidness, if you will, and the Cyber Polygon, which I'm going to get into it, but I don't think anything big is going to come from that. I think that's going to be a lesson learned for, I'm going to say, the Great Reset, and I'll tell you why in a little bit. But I'll tell you why. Like I said, I'll tell you why I think that is. All right. So now, let's start out with the first topics. More lockdowns. Now, for a lot of you guys, I know if those of you are still saying no sound, which you shouldn't be actually. Sorry, I just updated. More lockdowns are. I don't want to say they're coming, but I want to say that they're looking for something to pick as the next reason for a lockdown. If that makes sense. So right now, the dealer, if you will, at the table is holding a bunch of cards, and the cards are face down right now, and they know what it is. We don't, and now here we are, trying to figure out what the next lockdown is going to look like or what excuse they're going to use. So with that, I know some of you are talking about the climate lockdown, right? And or the climate change lockdown, however they want to label it. But the climate lockdown is as you know, bullshit. But let's go through how I have it written down. So right now, guys, the next lockdown, if you will be the COVID variant. If I'm not mistaken, that is the India variant. Now they're calling it I guess a Greek lettering or Greek alphabet, right? So I think it's called Delta. They're trying to get away from calling it the Chinese virus or the India virus because the Chinese were so heartbroken about the Chinese virus being called such that they wanted them to call it something else, so they're calling it Delta. And I think the Chinese virus is Alpha. Maybe it is. Who gives a shit? It's not the point. The point is that they're trying to change the lingo so that it fits their narrative and so it doesn't offend anybody. Because God forbid we call the Chinese virus where it originated from, or the Chinese variant, if you will. And they call the Brazilian variant the South African variant, but now that the Chinese got offended and they don't want it to be called that anymore, well, now they're calling it Delta. Or you could call it the Kung Flu, right? Thank you, Lucius, if I'm saying that right. Right? I mean, listen, guys, it is what it is. Yes, I am talking about the Wuhan. Well, actually, I'm talking about the India variant right now. I'm not talking about the China virus or the Wuhan virus, right? Or the Kung Fu flu, whatever you want to call it. I'm talking about the India one, and specifically because that is the one they're pushing right now for us to look at. So we're all staring at this new variant, not new variant, but this variant that's been around, and it's been wiping out India. Now, India, again, if you believe the virus is real or not, that's neither here or there. Because the problem we're running into is that a very, let's just say, hypothetically speaking, for those of you that do not believe in the virus, doesn't matter if you believe in it or not, they're going to use that as an excuse to lock us down again. Or they could use that as an excuse to lock us down again. So, like I said, whether or not you believe in it, it's moot. It doesn't matter. No one gives a fuck because they're looking for different reasons to lock the world down again. Now, the India virus supposedly is going to be the more dominant virus here in the United States by the fall because it's multiplying like each week or some shit like that. Some craziness that they're saying that it's spreading faster than the other variants. So of course they're going to blame India for this, and they're absolutely going to wind up trying to blame India for this when again the source of this all came from China. according to every last bit of email in Fauci's emails. Sorry, it came from China and it was manufactured. Right, so that is proof. That's fact. That's not a lie anymore. It's not, and it never was a lie. Sorry, it never was a lie. But now YouTube and everybody else can't call it conspiracy theory. It's a fact now. So the dominant variant is something they're pushing here. The dominant variant right now is the Indian variant, and they want to push that here so that they can use that card, guys, as a fucking lockdown if they have to. If they can't come up with anything else. So the COVID variant from India is the variant right now that they're starting to push. You're going to see that more in the news within the next couple of weeks, probably in the next couple of days. But over the next few weeks, you definitely will see it. So the next disease, if you will, a virus, is called a respiratory syncytial virus. RSV. Please don't let me have me repeat that bullshit again. It's fucking horrendous. So RSV is a respiratory virus, right? It's very common. It's a lot of people get it. It's usually it mimics the common cold, or has the same symptoms as the common cold. It also has the same symptoms as, guess what? COVID. So they're sitting there saying that the COVID infections, are falling across America. But now they're warning about this new disease that's threatening everyone from infants to elderly. You see where they're going with this, guys? They're trying another angle on how to fucking get another lockdown going by getting us scared again from something that's been here for a long time. RSV. RSV it's been around for a while. It's commonly confused as with the common cold. But now they're going to sit there and say, well, it could be confused with COVID. That's going to have us either A, lock down again, or B, keep wearing our masks in those silly ass mask states. Now, as of today, New York City or New York State reached its 70% vaccinated people. Or vaccinated, people, sorry. So here, they lifted it like right away. And so I went to Fairway today, no mask on, and I didn't even notice. I actually walked in there with no mask, praying someone said some shit to me. And they didn't. And I'm like, man, that's interesting. So I go through the whole thing, and I'm getting looks. I'm getting people looking at me. They're glaring at me as if they want to say some shit, but they're not. So I get home, and I tell the wife this, and she goes, oh, well, he just lifted the lockdown. He opened everything up because we hit the 70%. I'm like, and here I was thinking I was being a tough guy, and that wasn't the case. And not that I was being a tough guy, but no one said anything to me because they didn't want to get into it. No, they didn't want to get into it because everything was lifted, everything was open. All right, so let me catch up with some of the. So what I'm doing, guys, to let you guys know, I am blocking the comments, the chat. So I'm blocking it so I don't see it, so I don't get distracted as much. I like to get through most of this without getting distracted. Right? So, yes, the vaccine are sheeps. Listen, there's no excuse anymore for a lot of this shit that we're doing. For those that are getting vaccinated and making some people are getting vaccinated and making excuses for it. There's no excuse. There is zero fucking excuse for it. There's zero excuse for still wearing a mask. There's zero excuse for letting the government tell us how to run our lives. Zero. But nonetheless, here we are. We still have COVID cowards, and then we have people who are just straight up and down cowards, right? So, guys, now the RSV, that's a little thing you're going to start hearing a little more. And if you research it, you're going to see recent articles probably within the last week to a few hours ago talking about the RSV and how this is going to start pushing at to get more people scared of some shit that you have a 99% survival rate. Another one that's a 99% survival rate. So what it looks like they're doing now is they're taking all the viruses and diseases that have a 99% more survival rate and trying to scare us into thinking they are horrific. They did it with COVID. They're going to do it with RSV. They're going to do it with the new variant of India. Now, the Indian variant is still a 1% mortality rate, or a little less than 1% mortality rate. It's just that it spreads faster, and I think the transmission is a lot easier. Whatever. Nonetheless, they're going to scare us with that. So there's another virus that they're not talking about. I think it's the H10N3, if I'm saying that right. right? H10N3 bird flu. So the bird flu was transmitted from bird to human in China, and they said the transmission is not as high, or the infection rate is not as high, and it stopped with that one person, the one guy who was infected. In all of China, one guy gets infected, and it stopped with him. Guys, if you believe that bullshit, I got a fucking bridge to sell you with a fucking leprechaun that lives underneath it with a pot of gold. All right? Because there's no fucking way. There's zero way that it stopped with this one dude in this fucking big ass country. But nonetheless, that's what CBS is saying, and that's what all the news media is saying, that it stopped with this one guy and that was it. So you might start seeing that pop up a little more, but as of right now, and that, if I'm not mistaken, has a higher mortality rate. Whether you believe in it or not, it has a higher mortality rate. So that's another lockdown that they're going to try to throw out there, I think, within the next 2 years, if nothing happens with the RSV or the new COVID variants that are popping up, right? So we have to wait and see where this goes with these lockdowns. Now, obviously, guys, we went through a lockdown before. I think the tougher lockdown, or the more high-speed lockdown, if you will, a lockdown is going to create more problems, is the climate lockdown that the World Economic Forum is behind. So you're going to hear something called climate lockdown. I learned about it a couple days ago. I started reading about it today. And it popped up on, somebody sent me an email. Again, I read it. I'm like, all right, that makes more sense. I know that Ice Age Farmer, he talked about it as well, right? So now we are looking at something with a better plan, according to the people who are writing this shit out. So climate lockdown is a government would limit private use of vehicles, ban consumption of red meat, and impose extreme energy saving measures, which I have no fucking clue what that means. Actually, I have an idea what it means. I just don't know how far that's going to go. Unfortunately, we're going to have to wait and see what they mean by that. I mean, I have an idea what they mean by that as far as extreme energy saving measures. That could be rolling blackouts across the United States, and rolling blackouts for a long period of time. I'm talking about a couple days to a week. Fossil fuel companies are going to stop drilling immediately. You have to get somebody on board for that shit, for them to stop immediately. These guys who are making billions of dollars a year, they're all of a sudden going to go, you know what, man? You're right. We're hurting the planet. Let's stop. And then that's it. It don't work that way. So something bad has to happen for the fossil fuel companies to stop drilling. We don't know what that's going to be. We don't know what that's going to look like. But nonetheless, I think it's going to be pretty interesting to see. Have you seen Brian? No, I haven't. I have not seen Splinter. I mean, the rats are everywhere. You're right. They're fucking everywhere, and the rat situation here in the city, from the last time I spoke about it in my video, it's gotten worse. So, all I can say is that they're like, fuck, they're starting to become pets around here. That's all I could say about that. It's getting horrendously bad. Well, so where are we right now? We are 15 minutes in. All right, guys. So with the again, with these lockdowns, it looks like they're just trying to gather more storylines to see what they can throw at us. According to China and the UK, which of course we trust neither of them, but still sometimes you listen, you take a listen. Sometimes you listen, and they said that the India virus. Now this is where I sort of call bullshit. The India virus right now is resistant to the current COVID vaccine. Now the current COVID vaccine, they have boosters that are being made right now. I don't know where to go with that. I don't even know what to say about it. All I know is that they're sitting there trying to scare you into saying, well, if the India variant takes a hold of America and more people get sick and it's resistant to the current vaccine, what the fuck are we going to do now? And that's another storyline, right? Another narrative that they're trying to build to create a lockdown. I think we're probably going to see a lockdown later this year into early next year. I hope I am sorely wrong. I hope I'm astronomically wrong, actually. But nonetheless, that's the direction we're gonna head in. So we have to listen. Listen, guys. So here's the basis: whether you believe in COVID or not, whether you want to take the vaccine, you don't. None of that matters right now. What matters is the narrative they're going to try to push to make us or force us to lock down again. Now, the problem with a lockdown, guys, another lockdown, is I'm 1,000% sure actually that more of America, whether you're a liberal, whether you're a Democrat, whether you're a Republican, a conservative, a right-wing fucking asshole, a left-wing fucking asshole, people are not going to settle for it. Now, in New York City, the stupid sheeple drones that live here, they will go along with it. They will, yes sir, boss, whatever you want me to do, sir, and they'll tap dance for fucking the government. But there are a lot of us that won't. There are a lot of us that will not sit idly by and watch another lockdown. There are a lot of us who will tell fucking whoever's trying to lock us down to go fuck themselves and resist. There will be a movement bigger than the United States has ever seen in its lifetime. And I'm talking about bigger than the so-called Black Lives Matter movement where half of America burned for one fucking asshole. We're going to see a movement bigger than that. Because you're absolutely going to see people come together to be like, fuck this and fuck that lockdown. Now, the Democrats have been doing something very, very interesting. They have been pitting us. So those of us who stand against the next lockdown, they're trying to recruit more people to be for the lockdown by making the anti-lockdown people look like Trump supporters, look like Republicans. So if you're against a Republican, you're against a Trump supporter, then you'll be for the lockdown. They're going to do it out of emotions. Because everything the left does, everything Democrats do is out of emotions. It's always out of emotions. And listen, Republicans are starting to turn into that, and conservatives. Guys are starting to switch into bitches and, start thinking emotionally instead of thinking logically and with facts, and not, all about emotions and crying and carrying on. Like when fucking Trump lost the election, there were people on the conservatives on the right crying that he lost or was stolen from him. Don't fucking cry. Don't ever cry in front of the fucking weasels of America. The weasels of America are the left. But before I get into all of that, before I even go in that direction, because I won't, I'll try to save that for the Angry Truth channel. There's going to be a movement if there's another lockdown. I think the movement's going to be pretty interesting, I think. But again, that's me speculating. That's me guessing. That's me shooting from the hip. It's not facts. I'm not going to sit here and tell you this is what it is. It's not. I'm just saying this is my feelings. Not trying to fearmonger, not trying to make anybody fucking, think otherwise. Mac Daddy, yeah, I guess, listen, I think a lot of America are turning into bitches, right? And that's just me. So the 4 thumbs down, I'm pretty sure somebody was a conservative or Republican. I was like, fuck him, I'm not a bitch. And you just showed it by your thumbs down. Unfortunately, guys, it just seems like America is turning into a bunch of bitches, beta males. I'm sorry, right? It doesn't make sense that so many people are getting their feelings hurt all the way around. People are like, oh my God, you called me a Trumpster, that offends me. I'm like, God damn it, man, if they call you a fucking Trumpster, then it is what it is. Just fucking take it and move the fuck on. Don't sit there and start crying about it, making a video and put it on fucking YouTube, crying how someone called you a Trumpster when you weren't, and even if you were, that how offensive it is for you to be called that. Fuck that. Call me whatever the fuck you want. I don't give a fuck. Right? You can call me an Uncle Tom, you can call me a nigger, you can call me a Negro. Whatever the fuck makes you happy, makes your dick hard, that's what you can call me. I don't care. I'm not going to fucking sit there and start crying about it and make a YouTube video on this guy called me a Negro. I don't fucking care. The problem is none of us should care about any words that are used at us. We have become bitch ass America, right? Or pussified America, whatever you want to call it, because it's ugly. And when the ugliness comes, guys, bitch ass America is probably going to die. Probably. I don't know. They're probably going to try to explain their feelings out of it, I don't want to end up in this situation because I'm a soft ass bitch. I don't know how they're going to do it. But nonetheless, guys, all of us, and I'm talking about the entire America, whether you're left or you're right, we're turning into some bitches, right? I would like to say, like David Chappelle said it, we're turning into some bitch ass niggas. That's what it's turning into. That's the kind of people I'm starting to see. Even fucking people who say they're tough and fucking go-getters, they're crying. They're going to see a psychologist. They're fucking, my feelings. Oh my God. My wife doesn't love me. My kids hate me. This is America. They want you to go see a psychologist for everything now. A therapist for everything now. That's America for you. Bitch ass America, or pussified America, or pussification, whatever it is, guys. Or punk bitches. I like that one better. Magnetic power. Punk bitches. That's what it is. So now, instead of becoming punk bitches, just harden the fuck up, like Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival just said. Harden the fuck up, guys. Grow a pair of fucking balls. Ladies, grow a pair of titties. Whatever, right? And fucking harden the fuck up. And let's get through this shit. Because, thank you, Tina S. It's not about fucking feelings. It's about facts, and it's about what could happen. And your prepping is one part of being ready for the disaster. That's one part. You have to be able to look whatever the fuck's gonna happen and tackle it with your knowledge. That's what we're gonna fucking tackle. That's how we're gonna get through this next whatever the fuck it is. We're gonna get through the next whatever it is by fucking not being bitches and being ready for it and being trained and being mentally tough. All right. So again, guys, the bitchness needs to stop, and that's for every fucking one. Everyone out there. Thank you, Sam's205JP. I appreciate that. And guys, again, I do appreciate the support, just across the board. Everybody on the channel, even you fucking haters with your thumbs down, I do appreciate the support because you're still supporting the video by watching it, you dumb assholes. Gotcha. You fucking people who don't even like me don't even realize you're supporting the channel. But so keep hating, guys, and then you guys that like me keep liking until I piss you guys off, however the fuck it goes. But nonetheless, guys, I do appreciate the support all the way around, the haters and not the lovers, the people that like me, right? So anyway, moving right the fuck along. Just prepare for whatever lockdown is coming. Now, I was going to talk about cyber attacks. I didn't want to get all into it, but I'm going to touch on the Cyber Polygon in a little bit, but the cyber attack thing is becoming an issue. I am doing a video tomorrow. I won't release it till Thursday or Friday. Cyber attacks will be a surprise. So, a cyber attack, guys, it seems like it's just a common thing right now, right? It's the common fucking thing. It's the flavor of the year. The flavor of the year this year is not COVID anymore. It's fucking cyber attacks. Cybersecurity are being hacked into, and you're going to lose all your money. 1, 2, power's going to get shut down. 3, they're going to attack the supply chain. There's all these things fucking going on. It's insane, right? So, with that, the cyber attack that I'm speculating as of right now, the Southwest Airlines was a cyber attack because they said that they're John Connors. I think so. I think it was. I don't know. The articles I've read, they're not letting us know it is, but it feels fucking familiar, guys. Very, very familiar. So, there's a lot of shit going on, and I think they're just sort of gearing up. Whoever's doing these cyber attacks, they're gearing themselves up, guys. They're waiting for the big shit to happen or the other shoe to drop, however you look at it. Fun Size, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. So, guys, it's when the cyber attack happens, you're going to be surprised. Because what's going to wind up happening is, it doesn't matter when it happens, you're going to wake up and be like, motherfucker, like you're just going to know. You're going to turn something on, and it's not going to be on. You're going to run around the house. You're going to fucking start trying to turn every fucking light on in your house. And like, why the fuck's going to turn it on? You're going to go, if you live in a building like mine, you're going to go in the hallway, the power's going to be out, and then you're going to go to the roof, and you're going to see what you can see. Now, during the day, I wouldn't go to the roof. I would actually go down to the street and look at the street lights. And that'll let me know what the power's out. And then I'll turn my radio on and then see what I can pick up. Nonetheless, it's still going to be a surprise because it doesn't matter when it happens. You're going to be like, fuck, and then you're always going to doubt how ready you are. You're going to be like, well, am I how ready? Listen, when that fucking hammer drops, that's when you're going to be ready. So you can't second guess how ready you are when it happens. You're just going to have to adapt when it does happen. Now, the power grid being attacked, is that something that's coming our way? Definitely. We just don't know when. North Shore Preparedness, you are right. So North Shore Preparedness just said the cyber attacks are either new piracy or a test run. I'll agree to that. I think it's probably both actually, because you can't tell me that we get the Colonial Pipeline. What was it? Who was the attack before the Colonial Pipeline? That happens now with fucking cyber attacks every week. Every week somebody's getting. Actually, no, not even every week. Every day, somebody's getting hit and they're reporting it. This could be, guys. Now, a cyber attack of a grand scale is going to put us in a pseudo lockdown anyway, right? So, that being said, because you're not going to be able to go anywhere, you're not going to be able to spend money. You won't have, if you don't have cash, which everyone should have cash on hand. If you don't have cash, you're not going to be able to buy anything, right? Everything that you try to do is going to be fucking locked out of, and or the power will be off, so you can't, right? So the people that like us that live in the city, there are certain amenities that we're used to here in the city that once the power goes out, a lot of people are fucked. They are 1,000% sure they're going to be fucked. They're going to be fucked right in the ass. They're going to be fucked so hard that, I mean, I think the carnage is going to start all but right away. Homestead, I can't say your first name. Suzy Q? Su Hana? Homestead? Hopefully I didn't fuck that up, but yes, I did. I got the Jackery, and I'm going to do a video Thursday on charging it on the roof of my building, because I'm charging it a different way. Obviously, I'm not. I don't have a backyard. I don't have anywhere I can just go open the panels up and I have to fucking go on the roof of the building. So we will see. We will see how that works out. Not that how it works out. It will work out. It's just a pain in the ass. I got to carry it up 2 floors to the roof, and then lay it out there, and then sit up there with it like an asshole because I can't leave it in my backyard and disappear. Now, some of you guys who have backyards, you might have to put it on the roof of your house because you might have too much tree coverage in your backyard, especially at a certain part of the day, right? The sun moves, you got them giant fucking trees and right behind your house, and now the sun's lost behind there for a couple hours until it gets back to the, 3 o'clock position, and then you get some sun on that charger. But if you don't have tall trees, then you're in business, right? Me, unfortunately, roof of the building like a fucking, retard. And then hoping, and listen, and then the thing is, holding it up there, not holding it up, but setting it up there presents a problem because people know that now I have this thing. And they're going to look at this thing. First of all, most of the people here in the building, they're going to look at this thing like, what the fuck is that? Some people will ask me, some people won't. Some people won't even talk to me. They'll just be like, yo, he had this contraption on the roof. So I got to deal with that shit, right? So I don't have the luxury that everyone else has, and I have to be a little more careful when charging these things. So, the diabetic prepper. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. He says new to the channel. He just subscribed. Right? So, guys, it's the cyber attacks are something that we're going to continue to get ready for, but it's going to be a surprise when it happens. It's just how it is. We all know what's coming, and it'll be a surprise for most of us. It'll be a real fucking shock to the rest of America, right? I mean, I'm talking about people probably going to have a fucking heart attack, all right? So I know people are talking about the July 9th, the whole Polygon thing. I don't think anything's going to come out of the whole Polygon thing. Only because the Polygon thing is a simulated attack on the supply chain. It is started by, or it's being run by a Russian company called Bizone. So Bizone is a Russian company, but they do have an office in the UK and Kazakhstan, and I forgot what other fucking shithole on this planet. And they're actually out of Moscow, the company. So their head office and their main office is in Moscow. Now, this is wargaming cyber attacks for companies. So this is not something that we are really going to see. They did this simulation attack on another scale last year. Now, if you look in the description section below, guys, you'll see 2 PDF file links. You'll see the Cyber Polygon 2020 results, and you'll see the Cyber Polygon 2021 training, meaning what they are going to do on June 9th. Now, it does sound interesting. I have to say it does sound like some interesting shit, but because it's wargaming, I don't see anything bad coming out of this. But there are some issues I have with the simulation anyway. Now, here's the reason why. Yeah, a lot of people are saying why October 21st. Somebody clarify that for me later or, whenever. But, so let me get back to it. So, the issues with the simulation, guys, is that it's a Russian based company. You see what we've been going through with Russia. And you see what we've been going through with Russia's on the waters with the navies, right? With the navies, they've been taunting each other. They've been doing close flybys to American border, if you will, right? And then we have these cyber attacks coming from Russia. Now, some people on here, you guys will be like, it's our own people. Enough already with that shit, you communist prick. Enough. Russia obviously has a fucking hold in this. They have a reason to be doing this. I'll explain that reason in a little bit. So anyway, guys, the simulation is going to be held July 9th. And all they're going to do is simulate a supply chain attack on the companies that are playing along with the simulation. Now, here is a giant red flag for me. The Bizone, which is the company doing the Cyber Polygon test, they have worked with World Economic Forum, Interpol, Swift, Crest, Cyber Peace Institute, and other companies. Here's the big red flag. World Economic Forum. World Economic Forum, guys, a lot of you that have seen my Great Reset video, they are responsible for the Great Reset. They are talking about the Great Reset. They are pushing the Great Reset. So these people watching the the Cyber Polygon closely is a fucking issue. Now, is something going to happen July 9th? No. But are they definitely going to use this down the line for something later? I think so. I wholeheartedly think so, because you can't tell me the World Economic Forum, who's been outwardly speaking of the Great Reset and population control and vaccines and how to feed more people, now that they got their hand in this bullshit, red flag. Red fucking flag, right? And the other thing is, guys, this is, again, Russian-based company that works with China, right? Russia works with China, sorry. It's a Russian-based company, and Russia works with China, and we all know fucking Russia has their hands in everyone's business in Russia. So, again, let's keep this, let's keep that in mind when we're looking at this. When we're looking at it, not objectively, but when we are thinking that something bad's going to come out of this, we just got to keep in mind who the players are, if that makes sense. I don't think, like I said, anything's going to happen July 9th. I just think this is going to be info gathering simulation. So they're going to gather how these companies are going to sit there and attack. And their result is they're supposed to give you, or the company, sorry, the Cyber Polygon people are supposed to give a result and how each company responded and how to fix their response if there needs to be a fix. Now, if there's a hacker in that group, if a hacker is actually in on this whole Cyber Polygon shit, they can learn how each company's going to react, and they can counter that. They can also look at the report and figure out how to be more proficient at attacking these companies, because now this shit's on the web. If you look at the Cyber Polygon 2020 results, they tell you what happened and how it happened and how these companies had to fix their problems. If a hacker's reading that, he's going to be like, oh, let's look at this. They gave me a fucking roadmap on how to attack better. Right? So, Cyber Polygon, guys, big fucking issue. Sorry, not a big issue. Let me walk that back. The Cyber Polygon can be a big issue down the line. All right? So, we just got to fucking, we got to wait and see where this goes. And I think this is going to lend to a cyber attack down the line. Like I said, anything the Great Reset, anything the World Economic Forum is involved in, do not trust. Those guys are fucking gigantic fucking bowls of cancers. That's all they are. And now, that's the other thing I forgot to mention. So this Cyber Polygon on July 9th, it is performed remotely on a virtual cloud infrastructure. So that means, in theory, no one else could see what they're doing. Only the Cyber Polygon people and the people who are in on this. They're the only people who can see what's going on. But again, guys, once you put anything on the internet, once you put anything online, cloud or not, everything can be broken into, especially in the cloud. right? We all saw what happened with the ladies' pictures from the celebrities that had all their nude photos in the cloud for some reason, and then it got hacked, and then they put it out on the internet. So the cloud is not a very safe place. And a closed loop, I guess, a closed loop, maybe that would work. But I don't know exactly how the Cyber Polygon people have it closed off. But nonetheless, if someone can take a peek in there, everything they're doing is for fucking nothing. And Mark Olson, yeah, stop using digital. We're probably going to have to go back to actually writing letters and sending each other letters, guys, like in the mail. We're going to have to probably go through that. Now, does the post office have technology where they can read through the fucking, through the envelope? Don't know. Don't know, don't care. You know, not that I don't care. I don't know, and I don't want to know, because if that's something else that they can do, then nothing's a secret, right? But right now, or sending a bird with a little message on it and fucking having it fly to whoever I need to fly to communicate with, that's what you're going to have to do, because it's just privacy, guys, is out the fucking window. Alexandra the Great, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. We appreciate it. Guys, so, all right, cyber attacks are on the move. The Cyber Polygon, I think, is a non-threat as of right now. We have more lockdowns coming. I think the narrative is going to rear its ugly head later this year. We don't know where they're going to go with it. We don't know who's going to do what. But I think they're gearing up for different ones. Whether it's the new India variant or the H10N3 or climate. Because the climate one, they said in a couple years, they're going to have to lock everything down so that we can reset the world. Make the air cleaner again. Because they saw a huge difference or a huge drop in the environment when we were on lockdown around the world. Right? I noticed it here in the city. The fucking air was a hell of a lot cleaner. For the days we were on lockdown, I could see all the way down to the Trade Center. Clear as day. I mean, crystal clear. Now the cars are back in play, and now it looks like fucking smog city. I know LA saw the same thing. They saw fucking clean skies for the first time in like 30 to 40 something years, right? So I think that you know, there is something to be said about clean air or less cars on the road. But sorry about that. Sorry about the what you call it? The drag, the delay. Yeah, all right, so it stopped. All right, guys, so now we are at 40 minutes. Do me a favor, hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down. For you 8 assholes that hit the thumbs down, thank you. For everyone else, hit the thumbs up, and it beats out the thumbs down. The thumbs downs are actually people who are crying on the inside. How do I get back at him for being such a dick? I'll dislike his video. And I'm like, all right, dislike, you know, whatever, guys. It is what it is. If it makes you happy, do it. I'm pretty sure some of you guys are the bitches I was talking about earlier and sleep better at night by hitting the thumbs down and thinking that, you know, that's going to matter. Whatever. I get it. To you it matters. I guess to me it doesn't. And to YouTube algorithm, I really don't think it matters. But whatever. So, guys, later, wait, where are we in? We are Tuesday, right? So it's Tuesday night. Friday night, I might be doing what I told you guys I was going to start. Alaskan Ballistics, man. Thank you for the donation. What I was going to start doing is a Friday night hangout around the city. So, I'm going to pick a spot, and then I'm going to do a live stream there, right? Maybe it's a bustling spot, maybe it's not, maybe it's a little slow, but I'll be doing a live stream there. We'll pick a subject, and we will try to focus on the subject while I'm out there, because that's got to be harder than anything right now. Trying to fucking talk about whatever subject I want to talk about, and then dealing with the, dealing with what we're seeing. So we see, but Friday night hangouts are going to be legitimate hanging out in the city. So we'll see. I know Washington Square Park downtown for me, they've been running into, well, not they, but there's been issues down there. And so the cops have been like, fighting with those assholes down there damn near every night. Prepper now, St. Mark's Place is not a bad spot. That's pretty busy. I'm thinking of, again, 42nd Street. What is that? Union Square, right? 14th Street. Those are places I'm looking. I might not go into Brooklyn because I fucking hate the hipsters in Brooklyn. I really do. And every time they see a camera, they want to fucking like try to be cool in front of it. So might wind up tossing one of them off the fucking promenade if I go there. So Brooklyn's probably out, but we'll pick different spots in New York City. The Bronx, there's not much unless there's a Yankee game, and then I could do one there. Some of you did the walkabout. Sorry, some of you did the walk home with me when I walked home through Yankee Stadium when it was crowded, and you saw what a shit show that was, right? So I might do it there, I might not. It depends. I know that a lot of you guys. Like when you saw me walk through Yankee Stadium, someone or a couple people mentioned sort of like a sensory overload because there was so much going on. And yeah, there is that. So, I mean, if you have like a sensory overload issue, and listen, I know a lot of you guys who are from the sticks, who've never been to a city like New York, you can definitely experience that. Even watching it on screen or watching me trying to interact with what's going on around me. Yes, that is a real thing. It happens to people in Vegas all the time, and a lot of people who come to the city, they experience that sensory overload because they get here from a fucking small, quiet town, and then they come to New York City, and they're like, what the fuck? You know, the lights are fucking, the homeless guy chasing a fucking chick with a knife, you know, a guy jumping a curb with his fucking motorcycle, fucking people breakdancing in the middle of the fucking street. You got hipsters, fucking breakdancing too, saying how cool they are, right? You got all this shit going on. You got fucking people dressed up like Marvel characters and Mickey Mouse, and, you know, you got a guy that looks like Jesus fucking walking down the middle of fucking 42nd Street, parting cars. You got all this shit going on, so it adds to it. It definitely adds to the sensory issue. So for those of you that might have that issue, just watch the video a little bit at a time. You know, don't sit there and, you know, try to watch the whole thing all at once. Watch a little bit at a time. JMK on the path, I don't know, because I know once the path reaches outside, I could probably pull it off, but why would I want to? I don't want to do anything on the train. Like, I know, I think you can. I think you could do a lot on the train, but I don't want to. Connie, Condamite, whatever. She says you're so hateful. I might be hateful, or maybe you're just weak. You choose. And listen, anybody, and that's the other thing with liberals. So this lady here, I don't know what her name is. Connie, Condamite, Condom, whatever her name is, right? When you speak against other groups of people, you're hateful. You're like a hateful person. You're a jerk off. You're an asshole. Fuck you. You know, you're racist. You're homophobic. You're sexist. I am, according to YouTube in America, I'm everything under the sun. I am a racist, apparently. I'm an Uncle Tom. I'm a Sambo. I'm, according to some white folks, I'm a nigger. I'm a Negro. I'm sexist. I hate women. I'm homophobic, transphobic, non-binary phobic. I hate hipsters, so am I hipster phobic? I don't know. Nonetheless, guys, this is where we are. You can't satisfy everyone. And when you realize that, you go, you know what? I don't give a fuck. I can care less. You know, I can care less that people think like that. I do find it interesting. So I guess I do care a little bit. I find it interesting that in America, everyone is being attacked for whatever their views are, right? Candace Owens, for example, the lady can't catch a break with Black America. Black America just fucking hates her all the way through for whatever reason. You know, and then you got guys like Officer Tatum. They hate him for whatever reason. And he's a racist. He's homophobic. As soon as you speak out against whatever group, guys, you're that phobic, or you're that racist, or ism, or whatever the fuck it is. Hipster phobic. That's probably what I am. KD, yes, she has bitch blood. Listen, there was somebody the other day who was, they didn't like my cursing, and another one who didn't like my cursing, and they were like, oh, you curse too much. Stop cursing. I was like, all I said was no. I didn't say anything else. And she's like, you don't have anything to offer, I'm leaving. And with that, the people in the chat were fucking, like, they were lighting her up. So before I could say anything, you guys were lighting her the fuck up already. I was like, all right, you know, like, I didn't want to add insult to injury, and so I just laughed, you know, like laughing emojis, and the chick disappeared and went off into the sunset crying, fucking, you know, because I'm cursing, because her ears are bleeding and she had to stick tampons in them or whatever. But you know, guys, the prepper community, I'm noticing right now, Listen, I don't like what I'm seeing in the prepper community on YouTube and in the actual world. I run a group here in the city, NYC Preppers Network, and a lot of the preppers in New York City are bitches. I'll fucking say it straight out. They're fucking they're being like a bunch of vaginas right now because they don't want to go outside. They want more restriction to make themselves feel safe. And like, I don't have a problem calling a lot of people out what it is, because you can't run a group in a city and then you can't appease everyone. And I think that's what everyone wants me to do. They want me to appease every last fucking person here. And I can't. I just can't. So I tell people, prepping is when the shit hits the fan, when the hammer fucking drops, prepping is going to kick in. Your feelings and your emotions don't mean a fucking thing. They don't mean a fucking thing. Sorry. All right? They are fucking useless. Your fucking feelings, how you feel, a person cursing, that is all fucking nonsense and useless when the shit is on. So anyway, guys, with that being said, I'm reading Connie Condom's reply again. So with that, guys, people got to, like I said earlier, toughen the fuck up already. It's enough already with the cursing. Oh, you shouldn't curse. That's unbecoming. Then unbecome your fucking ass from my fucking channel and fucking unsubscribe. Because when the shit is on, I am pretty sure the bad guy is going to be cursing at you, and that is not the time for you to sit there and tell the bad guy, could you please don't curse? I know you're going to kill us. But you could please don't curse. If you don't, I mean, it makes me feel sad inside when you curse. Go fuck yourself. Seriously, guys. For those of you that can't handle some curse words, it is time for you to hang it up. It is time for you to fucking go into your shelter and never come the fuck out. Matter of fact, just drink the Kool-Aid and join the rest of those fucking assholes in Guyana. Right? Because that's what you've become. You become the fucking pussification of prepping. You become the bitch, right? That America is becoming. This shit, guys, this whatever's gonna happen, it's gonna be some hard shit, and you're not gonna sit there and explain your feelings and get out of it. It don't work that way. I'm pretty sure it doesn't work that way. All right, so COVID doesn't give a fuck what your feelings are. The lockdown and the governments, they don't care what your feelings are. The fucking blackout, the cyber attack, the solar flares from the sun, don't care what your feelings are. Stop being a bunch of bitches. So with that, guys. So with that, listen, bitch ass time is over. You're gonna have to fucking suck it up. And I'm pretty sure a lot of these people don't have fucking guns. They can't. You can't have that kind of fucking you can't be rattled that easily. John Christian, thank you for the donation. You can't be rattled that easy and then tell me you're a prepper. You're really not, man. You're really not. It's just amazing. And the crazy thing about YouTube right now is that people are how do you say? People are complaining about everything, about every prepper on YouTube. You got people complaining about Canadian prepper. You got people complaining about pinball preparedness. Man, I saw pinball preparedness. He got in somebody's ass a couple weeks ago. Right? Someone called him stolen valor. Someone said stolen valor to him. Saying stolen valor to a military guy is like, it's like making a bad Jew joke. Like, you don't fuck. There's just certain places you don't go in this world, and there's certain people you don't call out, especially if they were in the military. And man, he got in this dude's ass, and he was like, the vein on his neck was popping out. He was fucking, and for an old man, I'm watching the video. I'm like, yo, calm the fuck down, count to 10, because he's gonna have a fucking heart attack. He's like 80 years old, and he was getting pissed, and rightfully so, rightfully fucking so, because the guy tried to call him out, but the guy got him. Whoever the guy that was talking shit about him, that guy got him to that level. And I think that's what the guy wanted to do. And now, granted, guys, a lot of us have been brought to that level one way or another. But that dude, man, he called, he said that pinball was a stolen valor, and that was it. That's a giant fucking no-no, guys, right? Imagine like calling a fucking, just any military guy who's in the military stolen valor. he has every right to punch you in the fucking face. Every right, you know. So with that, guys, pinball is 55 in your dreams. But and listen, I like pinball. I think pinball is on the level, you know, and he stays calm. But that wasn't a calm video. That was a light of motherfucker. If the guy was in front of him, I think he would have shot him. Like I'm 1,000% sure, you know. And if him and the guy were the same age, I would have loved to see that senior citizen fight, man. Holy shit. The Truth Warrior. No prepper channels mention him anymore. Who's him? You said H.I. in cap. Are you talking about the Lord? Or who are you talking about? Because now I'm reading the comments because I'm done with most of my what I wanted to talk about. So I got through most of my shit in a timely fashion. So again, thank you guys for dealing with that. Pinball is around. Is he 50-50? He's not 50-55. No, he's not. You know what? I'm going to text him later. He's probably sleeping now. So I'll text him tomorrow morning. There's no way he's 50-55. And if he is, I do apologize. But no. With pinball. Ernest Walden. Pinball Preparedness. You should check out his channel. Really good fucking channel. Level-headed older gentleman, if you will. So Tracy said pinball is 55. Okay. Okay. If you guys say so. I am probably going to have to apologize to him later. Surviving Grim. Oh. And then Truthful Troll is breaking his balls. Truthful Troll. Pinball is a cross-dressing hand today. Frezzo. All right, a couple years younger than me. Eric Johnson. All right, pinball has a cane. Pinball is 55. Everyone's saying he's 55, so... Am I old? Yes. If you're over 50, you're old. If you're older than me, you're old. That's just how I label everybody, so everyone gets it. My wife is older than me, so she's old, right? So everybody's old. Don't be dissing pinball here. North Shore Preparedness. Don't be dissing pinball. Listen, I will diss and attack everyone. Everyone's up for fair game. He'll be 56 next month. No shit. Okay. Pinball said he was 80. I am bad at telling ages. So 85 was Squirrel. 85 was actually joking. I know he was like 60-ish, you know, but not. I didn't think 55. That's cool, I guess. I'll apologize to him later, or maybe I won't. Who knows? But that's not the point. The point is, he got really pissed off, and he looked like he was gonna fucking put his fist through the computer screen. He was so pissed off. And it was good that he did that video, but no show preparedness. All right, sorry about that. I just thought, I guess he needed to address it, because it's the one thing military guys want to address is if someone fucking blames them, or not blames them, or someone says to them that they stole valor by pretending to be in the military. All right, so you definitely have to address it. It's the only way. Yes, I am 48. I'm actually 58. How about that? That should work. Yeah, No Show Preparedness. He's up late at night, man. He does a lot of late live streams. His live streams are actually interesting when they're late at night. I think that's my personal opinion. No Show Preparedness. That is, he does these late live streams. I think people should, like, if you're on late and you can't sleep, you could definitely jump into one of his live streams. It's pretty cool. So. Again, guys, it's the prepper community. When I was talking about it, the YouTube prepper community. That is, I think it's I don't know. I just think there's not a lot of people anymore. I know last week I told you guys I sort of fell off. Like, I didn't want shit to do with YouTube, and just because I was just tired, and I'm tired, and I didn't want anything to do with it, and I was just like, fuck the live streams and fuck this and fuck that, and I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to be on anybody's fucking live stream. I don't want to talk to anybody, and then I guess I just needed a break. I needed a rest, and I didn't want to do anything. So it wasn't just YouTube. It wasn't just talking to YouTubers. It was just I didn't want to fucking go to the gym. I didn't want to go to work. I went through the shitty slump, and then I broke out of it. I just needed the rest. So, being that I'm back, I'm going to be doing more live streams. I don't think I'm going to be doing too many more interviews. I'm working on one last person for an interview, and then that's it. I don't think I'm going to be doing any more prepper interviews unless I did a interview before, and we're going to jump on the Angry Truth channel and talk about some shit, right? So other than that, I just think that maybe I was burning myself out, or maybe I was just disappointed in the YouTube community, the prepper community, and I was just like, nah, fuck these people. And that's the stance I took. I took the approach of, fuck them, fuck that. Now I understand why Canadian prepper and a lot of these guys stick to themselves. I understand why they do that now. But let's see, man. I don't know. Maybe I'll interview some more people, down the line. As of right now, I'm watching a lot of channels. I am doing that to see who I might want to interview next or might not. We'll see. We'll see where that goes. Dwight McGuire, thank you for joining the membership. And there was somebody before you, The Herd. Thank you for joining the membership. I am going to I'm going to try to keep up with the membership videos. I'm going to be doing one conspiracy theory video on both channels once a month. I am picking up my Angry Lensman channel again. I'm going to be doing gear review for people that are into photography. So a lot of this shit don't apply to you guys. But what it's going to do, if you subscribe to the channel, is going to get me to where I need to get to so that I can start being shown more on YouTube as far as photography gear goes. So if you guys don't mind, head over to the Angry Lensman channel and like and subscribe to that. You don't like and subscribe to it for 6 months or whatever it is. Wait till I get to where I need to be and then dump it. Prepper 101, of course. Listen, it is what it is, guys. I mean, like, if money becomes a problem, I will put the videos on here for free. Right? Obviously. I think shit's going to be getting a lot tighter with money, guys. So we have to see. Blue Vandal, there will be no Angry Truth video. Sorry, no Angry Truth live stream tonight. I'm going to do that Thursday night. So I'm going to do probably one a week or maybe 2 a week for this channel, because the Friday night will be my Friday hangout downtown. I don't know if I should do that under the Angry Truth channel or the Angryprepper channel. I haven't decided yet. But when I do, you'll get the notification. Give me 2 seconds. Let's see. I don't have it here. I thought I had the Angry Lensman YouTube channel thing, but I don't. Whatever. So anyway, guys, yeah, just type in the Angry Lensman on what you call Northern Girl Hobbies. The photography channel is called the Angry Lensman channel. So yeah, the Angry Lensman is one word, by the way. And hopefully, yeah, I had a link to it, and then I got rid of it because I'm like, I'm never gonna fucking do it again. And then I was looking at the channel today, and I'm like, you know what? I got all this photography gear. I might as well just do fucking reviews. Just do more reviews, and it's a hobby. I like doing photography. I love it. It's a great hobby, and I do get some work out of it. I'm enjoying that portion of it too. Working with people, taking pictures downtown and shit like that. I think it's fun. So I am still doing that. But, and as far as gear review goes, people like gear reviews. No one gives a fuck about how to take pictures. They just want to know what works and what doesn't. That's it, right? So the gear reviews are a lot better, and I think I like gear review videos when it comes to photography. I don't want to watch a guy talk about photography anymore because I know the basics. I want to look at a video and see this dude, talk about what it is. All right, guys. Thank you for that, Cherokee Survivalist. 60 minutes. My hour is up. If I'm not mistaken, Alaskan Ballistics is up next. I think, what's his name is still on. Yes. And Gray Man is on. Gray Man Prepping is on right now, guys. So Gray Man Prepping is on, and Alaskan Ballistic is on. So I am going to go off the air now. So I don't want to, listen, Like I told people before, I step on your toes. I do apologize, but the shit is what it is. All right, guys. So other than that, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me tonight. Thank you for dealing with my bullshit. For all you liberals that are still watching, good night. Thank you for the thumbs down. And everybody else, man, I will see you Thursday night on the Angry Truth channel. All right, guys? Thanks.